Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Pango Plays here, back with a video, and today, yet again, we are continuing our series where we do a solo Easter egg in Call of Duty Zombies. And I just put my thoughts, my opinion on it, and I kind of go through the whole thing, analyzing not everything, because at least with these BO3 Easter eggs, they're really old, and especially when I get to Zombie Chronicles, they're even older. So I'm guessing that you guys know it. So basically the whole premise of this is pretty much to get my opinion on it, but I still will be going over some of the steps. This is not a tutorial. It's just like a my thoughts kind of video. And to start off, we're going to give a general thing of this map and its Easter egg. Revelations is well, it's the fourth and not final, but fourth DLC in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I think that there is some definite flaws with the Easter egg, but I think the map as a whole is actually a really fun map. Probably not a really good one, at least story-wise or anything. Actually, it's probably horrible, but well, it is horrible. At least a lot of people do think it's horrible. I don't really mind the story because, I mean, the whole thing is negated for BO4, so I don't know why people are mad, but I guess at the time before BO4 came out, yeah, it would be kind of mad. But I think the map is actually a really fun map. And fun is important, okay? Fun is very important. I think that is one of the funnest in BO3 easily, just because there's just so many things to do. It's really easy. So it's just basically, like I said before, it's just a fun map. The Easter egg, on the other hand, could be kind of difficult, and I know it since I just did it. But also it was a bit glitchy and buggy when the map first came out. There was a lot of glitches, blue screens on the Easter egg boss fights and everything. Thank God when it came out, I did do a 4-man Easter egg with my friends, and we didn't get any glitches. So we did it like a week after the thing came out. So I don't know, but in that time it was still really glitchy, almost as glitchy as Zetsubo, I think. I just a lot of complaints. And yeah, still, it's probably easy. No, that was definitely easier, but it's more fun. This is more fun. It's easy. There's like 2 wonder weapons. It's crazy. The tentacle gun and the thunder gun, both really good. And yeah, let's get on into this. So I'm actually skipping the first actual step of the Easter egg, which is just to shoot 4 graves. It's pretty freaking easy. I'm going on to the second actual Easter egg step, which I actually have some complaints with, which is what you see on screen. Basically, you're supposed to buy a 5,000. So this kind of, I guess, tries to get rid of you doing this on a really early round. Even with gobblegums and everything, I'm on round 7. And plus, I mean, also you have to do the pack punch and everything, which takes a bit of time. So I think it does try to make you go for a later round, like 6 or 7, which it does. And basically, you have to buy the Keeper Protector, and you have to bring him to one of these portals or these jump pads. And this is the annoying part. So you can't be at every single one. There's going to be one jump pad that there's going to be a little tiny rock, and I would show it, but I don't care. It's kind of late, so I'm kind of lazy. But it's a really tiny rock on the back of this jump pad, and I'm just so lucky that I know, like, I could spot it really easily just because I've done this before, like 3 years ago, but still. And he'll come, and you have to stand right on it, and he will start doing a ritual, and he'll do this for like 3 minutes. And well, I pretty much put that to 3 rounds because round 6 I started it, round 9 it ended. So I don't know. That's kind of a lot to me, especially since being the second step. People don't have that good of guns, especially if they aren't using mega gobblegums like I am. So I don't know. It seems like a hard one. It's definitely possible solo. I got lucky because this is one of the better spots where it could be. You just have like it's a good camping spot. So I don't know. I don't feel that bad about this step. I do feel like it's kind of annoying to find out where to put him, but once you're done with that, you can go on. And also, this really doesn't make any sense story-wise, and this whole Easter egg is kind of like that. Like, I don't see how putting a keeper to this to do a ritual spawn in a freaking audio tape. So I don't get that. Like, a lot of this Easter egg is just random with the gate worms and everything. I don't get it. So, and a lot of people don't either. Like, it's nothing to do with the story. And also, I know I sounded kind of like this is gonna be a good Easter egg in the intro, but overall I do find this a negative solo Easter egg. At least maybe co-op it's better. Don't get me wrong, it's actually fun, but just the steps are really tedious. But like, some steps are okay, some steps aren't, and it's just kind of annoying, especially for solo. And yeah, so you just do this. You do it for like 3 minutes, 3 rounds or whatever. He'll drop an audio tape. You bring that to not. You play it, and then you go on to the next step. So this next step, which is the third official step of the Easter egg, Well, there's gonna be a lot of pauses you're gonna see on screen. That's because I'm looking at the video to see where the locations are. And you have to go to the pack punch in this apothecan's stomach, and you need little Arnie's for this. Also, I do think this step is also not good for solo, and I'll come to that why after I explain what to do. So there's 9 holes in this apothecon, and you have to throw a little Arnie in each one. But every time you throw 3 in 3 different ones, 3 Margos will spawn in. Thank God they all have a chance to drop a max ammo, but I mean, I don't know. It seems like the drop is a little low for max ammos. I don't know. It probably isn't. So basically, 3 Margos will spawn. You have to kill all 3 of them, and then you have to throw little Arnie's in the next 3. And the thing is about solo is that you can only carry 3 at all times. I find this kind of annoying because now you have to go back, either wait for a max ammo or do a trial for a max ammo, or hope that one of these Margos drop one, which you would think would be kind of common since there's 3 of them, but trust me, it's not. So I don't like this step. It makes no sense to the story again why throwing 3 Arnies in 3 holes, or 9 Arnies in 9 holes, would spawn 3 Margas, and then they would drop a fucking audio tape. It doesn't make sense, and I really don't like this step. So yeah, he'll drop an audio. Well, he won't, but a audio tape will spawn in after all 9 Margos are killed. And you have to put that in the Kino audio recorder, and then you go on to the next step. So we're on the next step, the 4th step, and as you can see, bro, my round just went from round 9 to round 18. That's how long it took me to do the little Arnies. So you can tell that's annoying. I didn't get any max ammos, and it sucked. So now you're going to be on step 4, and basically there's going to be 6 bones around the map, and you need to pack punch Margastagua, and you also need to pack punch just any other kind of bullet gun or ray gun even. And after you have those 2 things, you have to go around the map 6 locations. You shoot, like, there's gonna be little rocks you shoot with the pack punch bullet gun, and then you shoot it with the Margastagua, collect the bone, or their bones. And then after you have all 6, you go up to where I just was right there, and there will be a bunch of bones. You shoot with the Margastagua, turn into a zombie girl, shoot it again with the Margastagua, and upgraded by the way, and it will turn into an audio reel, the one I just picked up. And then you have to bring that to Origins. And this step is there's some annoying spots to do, but I mean I got all of them relatively easy, so I don't really mind this step. It's not bad or good. Because I mean, some spots are really annoying, especially for solo when you always have a zombie behind you. But even then, I didn't have a hard time, so it all depends, I guess, on what you could do, which sounds kind of messed up, but whatever. And then after this, you put in the audio reel, and look at you see Sophia, boom, she's going crazy. So she'll spawn in, and she'll go on to the top of Nocturne Token, and then I'm going to go on without an edit to the 5th step, which is basically you have to go around or you just have to go to the 4 teleporter things to Nocturne Token, and each of them has a turret. You have to go on the turret and shoot a certain rock in the sky with it. Like, these are old Easter egg, guys, remember that. So I'm guessing you guys know. I think I'll do it on screen anyways, hopefully. And you have to shoot 6. Yeah, here we go. So then you shoot these rocks. There's gonna be like 2 on each thing, but you only need to shoot 1, and one of them is gonna be wrong. Like that one, I'm like, okay, that one doesn't work. So I go on to this one, and it'll immediately kick you off, and the laser will stay. And these lasers are going to Sophia, the ghost form of her. So you have to go to 4 turrets, the 4 teleporters to knock, and do that. And after you do that, you have to hold square on her. And after you hold square on her, she'll actually spawn in. I don't know how that works. Again, not really. I mean, I guess this one's kind of story-based, not really the turns, but just spawning Sophia in. She'll go to Kino, and the teleporter for Kino, she'll go on top. And then you'll actually get to teleport to Samantha's room. And I'm not going to show it just because, like I said, again and again, this is an old Easter egg, so I hope you guys know this already. So, she'll go on top of the Kino teleporter. She'll let you teleport to Samantha's room. You will go to Samantha's room, obviously, and then pick up the Chronorium, which will be on her bed. You'll bring that back, put the Chronorium on the pedestal in Kino, and then you will start the Apothecant Egg Gateworm step. I think this is easily the step that brings it down, this Easter egg. All the other steps are kind of annoying, but again, they're not nearly annoying as this step, and they don't really make me dislike this Easter egg. But this step right here, especially in solo, makes me hate this step. So basically, let's get into this without even an edit. So there's gonna be, well, honestly, at the beginning, there's going to be 1 egg, an Apothecant egg that will spawn in the map. It's not really that big. Like, it's actually really hard to see. and it's actually quite small. And there's like a million locations for this. Like, I had to look up a video that was 4 whole minutes of him just saying locations for it on this map. So there's a lot of locations, and you're gonna need 4 of these. But for some reason in solo you can only pick up one at a time. So you have to pick up one, you have to go to the apothecary, put the egg in the apothecary, pick up a gate worm, then you have to go around the map again and wait for your controller either to vibrate or the audio will start being like a sonar beep. You have to find that beep, hold square, and it's going to be totally invisible just anywhere on the map. And then a little symbol will spawn. You pick up a symbol, go find another egg, and do this 4 freaking times. I think this is horrible. This is just a horrible game design, especially for solo, since you can't pick up all 4 and do it all 4 at the same time, which would still be kind of tedious, but now you have to do one at a time. And I guess I do show some methods here because I'm talking forever, and I think it is fucking annoying, aids everything. I think this step easily brings down this Easter egg a fuck ton in what seems it's good or not, and I still do think that overall it's worth doing solo, and I still think it's fun, but like I said before, it still has a lot of negatives. As to like it ranks in BO3, I don't know, I'd probably put it above Zetsubo just because like Zetsubo but like, I don't know, I just hate this step. It brings down the Easter egg so much. I had to do it. It took me years, dude, because these egg locations are impossible to find, dude. Even with the video, I had to go through multiple videos because even the first video I was watching didn't have all the locations, so I had to watch multiple videos until I found all 4 eggs, and then it was horrible. It was a bad time. It was a bad time. But after you do all 4, something cool happens. So, after you get all the 4 gate worms and everything, you'll see this in this theater room, and you go into it. You don't even have to load square, you just walk into it, and this mini kind of boss fight will happen. And this is actually a really cool thing. It actually can get kind of challenging, but the first thing you have to do is hold square on this book, the Chronornium, and it'll give you 4 symbols in order. It's going to be the 4 symbols you just picked up from the gate worms. And this is it's alright. You just have to remember the order, and luckily I got the order from left to right on my D-pad. I suggest, like in the video I watched from Mr. Waffles, to number them left to right, and it makes it easy. So then after you do that, you just have to put them in up there by the summoning key on the ledge. They will come in a random order. You have to hold square when it's the right symbol. When you do it to all 4, then the actual, like, there'll be 4 little mini boss arenas, not arenas, but there'll be 4 phases of this little mini boss fight. And I think this part's really cool because they're kind of challenging, but you can still really get through them relatively easily if you have a thunder gun, because these Margos get destroyed. So like I said before, you have to put in the 4 codes, and I think this boss fight gives this Easter egg a lot of good positive things to say about it, because it's actually a really fun boss fight, and it actually feels challenging enough that when you're finally done, you'll feel really rewarded. I sadly missed a symbol right there because I knew it with the symbol, and then actually when they spawn in, sometimes it'll be kind of distorted. There's my first symbol. When you swear on it, it will turn gold. And I really like this step. This putting the order thing, I mean, I got it really easy, but even if it was mixed up, it would still be pretty easily. You can write it on a piece of paper if you necessarily have to. I don't think you do, but I mean, it's a pretty easy step, and this makes up for it, because this next part that is just so cool, bro. Just the whole 4 phases of it. You have to kill like 3 Margos, I think, each phase. And then just a bunch of stuff on the ground. There's a fire phase where there's fire everywhere. There's a lightning phase where there's lightning everywhere. And then there's like a phase where it's like there's a lightning phase, and you just because there's elemental Margwas and you have to kill 3 of them. I think it's 3 of them. I don't know for sure, but basically you just spam everything. Honestly, I almost died right there because I got hella scared. I'm like, at the beginning of it, I'm already about to die, but no. And so like I was saying, there's a lightning one, fire one, and then there's one like the horizon track where you could double jump and you have to land on certain white spots, which is really, really cool. And then the last one's like a little his Origins wall thing where it's the walls inside the Origins staff room, the Gartha walls, and they just spawn in and just try to cut you off or whatever. And I think they're all pretty balanced. They're all pretty fair. I don't know, the Origins wall one can kind of fuck you if it traps you in a corner, but if you just move out of the way, you know. And then after you do that, the summoning key will spawn in after you beat all 4 phases, and then you'll take as soon as you pick up the summoning key, it'll take you back to the map, and you have to throw the summoning key at 6 locations, 6 spots on the map. And each time you do, you'll know because a little white thing, like white globe, will spawn. And I think this is kind of cool because I mean, this is the first time even get to pick up the summoning key. I think it's cool that we get to pick it up and it's an actual melee weapon, like it one hits zombies. So I think it's really cool. I think it one hits forever, but I don't know. I think it's really cool. So I don't know if that's a good high round strat, but you obviously you can't shoot while you have it out, so you can only hit. So I don't know. I still think it's cool that we get to have it and throw it. And in the beginning, I don't think right now, but when they, like I said, when this was all glitchy and everything, this step was easily the buggiest because if you ever went down with it, if you ever like, sometimes you throw it out of the map and it just wouldn't come back, and you would have to restart your game, which would really suck. Nothing bad happened to me. I didn't go down or anything. I missed a couple times, but nothing glitched out. I'm pretty sure they fixed it by now. It's like 3 years later. And yeah, but I say that, but then look at Girl Rod, so you know. And then after that, the actual boss fight happens. So let's get to that. So after you throw the summoning key at all 6 of the locations throughout the map, you will be able to go back in the keynote teleporter and hold square, and you will be in the boss fight. It's the same arena as the other one before, but it's not as good. I don't know why the final boss fight is easier than the one we just did. Basically, there'll be 4. You see them throughout. There are 4 green spots throughout the map. They're the beast altars from Shadows of Evil. You hold square, you place a summoning key there, and it's like a soul box. So you just have to fill it up, and once you fill it up, you can throw it at Sophia. And I advise at this point, especially since I'm solo, and I actually struggled with this. It ended up being kind of hard. I even went down once, but since I had self-med, I was chilling. So after you fill it all the way up, you're gonna want to pick it back up. I should have picked it up right there. It was actually ready, but I don't know why I'm waiting more. I just wanted to kill the Panzer actually, and after you pick it up, you throw a Sophia, like I said before. A laser will come out from her. It will hit the Shadow Man, and it's like the step from Shadows of Evil, the boss fight in there, where you just have to keep on shooting him over, and he'll teleport over and over again, and you just have to keep on shooting him until he's in the Apothecane's mouth. Hold square on the book, and that's it. That's literally it. That's the whole boss fight. It took me about 3 tries to actually get it because the little Arnie's did not last long enough, so I'd get hit from behind while I was shooting him. But at the 3rd time, I managed to, as I was getting hit, to shoot him even more, and I just trained him a little bit, and then I held square, and that's the boss fight. It is easily one of the easiest in this game. I still think Blood of the Dead is easier just because, like at the screen, it's like stuff still happens, like the 4 phases in the other boss fight. It still happens, so it makes it kind of hard. But like you throw at Sophia, laser will come out. I try to throw an Arnie, and then you have to shoot it like you do in Shadow. So you just keep on shooting him. I do advise a Tommy gun or a Dingo. I don't think the Peacekeeper was the best hit. I keep on getting hit from behind, which messes me up, and then he goes, and then I fuck up. So that kind of sucked, but I do advise like a Dingo or Tommy gun. I shouldn't have brought the Peacekeeper into it. I tried to get this max ammo for a while, but I think I managed to get it. And let's actually cut to the part where he gets hit by the laser and then the cutscene. So I'm on my 3rd try, and as you can see, I'm shooting him around. It still gives me enough time to reload and everything, which is kind of stupid. I think this makes it too easy. He's in the Apothecane mouth. I hold square. That's the boss fight. I don't know how he dies from a hold square, but I think it's way too easy, and the cutscene doesn't even play yet, which is why I'm still talking. It keeps you in here for a while. It does give you the most XP for a boss fight, so I guess if you want to grind, you do this Easter egg over and over again. I don't know, but yeah, it's an alright boss fight. It feels fun, but let's get to the cutscene.
Sophia.
Marxus.
You know what we must do, my dear.
Yes, my love.
We will do it together. As one we are. Now and forever.
With the evil vanquished, I can start making it all nice again. No undead, no apothecons, no shadow man. All of it gone. Forever. But here's the funny thing. You snowflakes shouldn't even still be here. You should be fading out of existence by now. Those blood vials. I was wondering when you'd bring this up. They're from realities we've already closed off. They shouldn't be here. They can't be here. Such a paradox means you're putting my perfect world at risk. You guys and your bloody free will. What to do? What to do? Well, you certainly can't stay here.
You could send us somewhere else. Somewhere we've never been.
I suppose I could make a little corner somewhere in history. A place where I can dump some of the other shit that I've left over. Or I just wipe you from existence. Ooh, hang on. Actually, that all works out perfectly.
And here is the most, I don't think about most, but one of the most controversial cutscenes in the Call of Duty Zombies Easter egg. Where controversial mean one of the most hated. So I honestly, I mean, I'm not a big zombies nerd, and I'm not trying to be offensive, but I don't know a lot about the story is what I'm trying to say. So I didn't really see what was that bad about the cutscene, but I do get it that because at the time everyone thought that this was the end. Like they were hyping it up to be the end of the zombie storyline, and for it just to end with the cycle and everything, it was kind of gay. But I do like how they took this and then they make BO4 and they're trying to stop the cycle now, and I really like that. I really do like BO4's story, not the gameplay. I hate the gameplay, but the story is really cool, and I think it's a nice looking cutscene. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be the video. So now we have 4 more Easter eggs, I believe, Zombies Chronicles. So can't wait for those. And yeah, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all you want to do. I think the next video will be out tomorrow. I'm doing one a day because I'm a fucking god. And yeah, have a good one, and see you guys later.